Hello Aries, welcome to your May 2025 reading. My name is Nigel and you have found alchemy. Okay. Now, I don't know if you watched the shuffle or not. Obviously, all these cards were shuffled on camera except for these. These were pulled from your spring 2025 reading. I don't know if you've listened to that or not. I invite you to do so if you haven't, but I'm going to go over these briefly to give you an indication of what they mean. Okay. Now let's see if I can do this without completely ruining everything. So we have here this card here. You know what? Let me pull this up. I'm sure the glare is going to prevent you from really seeing this card. Okay. So what we have here is the King of Pentacles. And in this particular deck, this is an expansion card, which means that there are a King of Pentacles card. This particular one is just representative of fire and earth. Normally the King of Pentacles is Sun in Taurus, but in this deck, it is simply earth and fire. And it is success, just like the regular King of Pentacles, success. But there is a small element of ego here. There's also a small element of vanity. And it's not vanity for no reason. You have accomplished something here. I'm not going to say it's a warning not to be egotistical. It just is what it is, right? Sometimes we accomplish things and, we give ourselves credit and damn it, that's a really good quality to have. You have comfort zone. Let's look at these. You have comfort zone and avoidance, South Node. It says clinging to a comfort zone and avoidance. Now let's see what this means exactly. You have these two cards here. The first being the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo energy. Practicality, a slow building of something that pays off. This could, I'm going to say for 90% of you, this is goal-oriented. This is money-oriented. You also have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. And as you can tell, this man has a harvest in his hand, right? And it's a payoff. And it's accompanied by some stress, right? And there's literally nothing on this earth that you wish for that isn't granted to you, that doesn't come with some element of stress. Even if you hit the lottery, right? You're going to have to figure out what to do with that money, how much taxes to pay, all this stuff. Not a bad problem to have, just saying it comes with some stress. Now, the advice here would be the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant is pure Taurian energy. And this basically tells me here, Aries, that the advice is to think outside the box of how you usually handle things. Break your own tradition, because you may be clinging to a comfort zone. You may be clinging to a comfort zone, and you might be trying to avoid certain changes. And I think that along with whatever it is that's going on here, as far as a wish being granted or a goal being met, you're going to have to approach this differently in some way. Okay, when we add this little thing up and we break it down, we get Venus energy, which sort of makes sense, right? Venus is the planet of love, but it's also the planet of money. So there you go. Right. So as we move along here to your oracle, you have two really good cards here. You have the Oracle of Gold, and this is number 26 in this deck. And it is a culmination, right? When this card shows itself, something of incredible value is at hand. It looks like you're going to be accomplishing something really big here, something that you've wanted for a long time. You have the gem. I mean, this is also a very good card, right? This is number 56 in this deck. The gem is something of value, just like the gold is. Now, the difference between these two cards is that the gem is usually found within a substance or fortress that is very unlike what it harbors, right? Like a pearl is encompassed by a clam, or an oyster. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's encompassed by an oyster, right? A diamond in the rough, something like that, right? It stands in contrast to its surroundings, and it develops very slowly, deep within something else. Something is present, or I would say something is pregnant. Something is pregnant with abundance. I mean, not a bad energy so far here. You also have, my God, I'm not even going to pick this up because you can see this perfectly clear. It's a nice big card. You have the Empress. And Empress energy is Venus energy, right? That Taurus Libran energy. It's more Venus energy. Like the gem, the Empress is also pregnant. She's pregnant with riches, lush abundance. She represents creation, expansion, and growth. These three cards are definitely intertwined in that way, Aries. Now, yeah, let's look. You have these letters. You have Q, T, L, and S. This could be someone's initials. It could be the initials of a building, a restaurant that you meet someone in, an airport, a city, the name of a street. Just keep them under your hat. This is going to be a certain type of omen for you. You also have third quarter moon, and it says breakdown, readjustment. And it does say forgiveness. I'm not really feeling that, though. The third quarter moon is a realignment of some kind. A realignment. It's like a subconscious narrative coming to the surface, and it's there for you to confront, to face, and then release. Break down for breakthrough. Releasing, clinging to some sort of old, the way you've always done things has always worked for you. So I could see why you'd be clinging to it. But this new version of your life, this new version of your mind is going to require a different version of you. You have Aries in the first house, self, body, and presence. So Aries in the first house rules self, how you choose to express yourself, how you are seen by others. Your presence and appearance are on the table. Okay. You also have these two cards, which is kind of curious. Let me see if I can do this without ruining everything. The first card is this card, right? It's a card of someone smiling and harboring something from a very long time ago. This could be an old pain here, Aries, or something that it could be something that you're confronting from the past. I mean, there is a picture of a child here. So for maybe one of you, this could represent a child in your life that you're afraid of hurting. But for many of you, and it doesn't have to be your childhood, this is an older version of you that was hurt by something. And here you have this card. And if you notice, this person is keeping themselves warm. They're in a very cold hole, and they decided to use the wood from the ladder to keep themselves warm, therefore solving a problem. But just like we said up here, approach something differently. This person could have used that ladder to just climb out. And maybe this person is so practical that they felt, well, first things first, I have to make sure I don't freeze to death. And maybe that's always worked for you, but I think that approaching something differently is going to work better for you here, Aries, for sure, okay? So please keep that in mind as you go about your month, okay? You have these charms here too. You have the angels. And this was coming in upside down. And when these cards come in, I should say when these charms come in upside down, it's not like tarot cards. This is something you may not be aware of. You have guidance and assistance waiting for you to tap into it on the other side. Now, what is it? It could be someone who has passed over. It could be your angels. It could be your spirit guides. It could be your higher self. It could be the law of attraction. It could be anything. But there is something working here in the background that you may not be fully conscious of. You have this charm, and this is also coming in upside down. It says, she did it anyway. I don't know if you could read that, but it says she did it anyway. So there could be someone in your life that is, I mean, listen, this could be you. If you are female, or if you identify as female, this is like, you're like, well, I've thought about it. I was warned not to do it, but I did it anyway, and it paid off. This could be someone in your life who is female that decided to go ahead and do something against your better judgment. There's no warning here. It just so happens. You have the symbol of Aquarius here that is also coming in upside down. And I say that because the alien is often depicted as an Aquarian. It doesn't have to be. It could be Aquarius, for sure. It could also be something that is alien to you, a new way of doing things that is completely alien to you, that is going to bring what? Fortune and success. So I don't know. I really believe that there is something afoot here, and you need to tap into it. You have a couple of cards here, right? Now, these cards basically depict something that's either going on in the background that you don't know nothing of, or some thought process. It's generally what someone around you is thinking that they're not expressing, at least yet. You have someone, it says imposter. I am not who you think I am. So that is obviously a bit of a warning, and this has something to do with your job because it says, I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. I am not who you think I am. There is someone around you, perhaps in a work situation, that is out for themselves here, Aries. And you have two things here. It says threats, money, life. It says privacy and violence. I'm not feeling the violence, but there is someone who is a threat to you in some way. Now, looking at your cards, it doesn't look like they're going to be successful, but it's on the table for a reason. It's on the table as a warning for you to really check your surroundings. Check your surroundings. I'm pretty sure that was your reading last month, right? It says letting go, surrender, open up, give up, and release. I do think that you need to give up an old way of doing things, and I think that is key to this reading. Okay, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to take this hoodie off because, my God, it's either boiling hot in this room or it's freezing. No in between. So let me just remove this and we will go on with your reading. You have Pluto here, and Pluto is number 22 in this deck. Now, yes, Pluto is the planet that rules Scorpio. So Scorpio is on the table, but also Aquarius is on the table because we know that Aquarius is going, Pluto is in Aquarius for a very long time. It started in November. So there's something that could have happened back in November that is sort of culminating at this point. But also keep in mind that Pluto retrogrades in Aquarius on May 4th, and it stays there until October. So over the next few months, take the time to reflect on what you have learned this year and choose to move forward with that knowledge and change what you need to change. Aries in particular will experience transformation, and that is very Plutonic, right? In social life, friendships, and potentially leading to reassessments of what's going on. Reassessing your life, reassessing your goals, reassessing perhaps how you do things. Like that for you. Now here you have 3 legs, and these 3 legs could very well come in order, but it's been brought to my attention that doesn't always happen. Sometimes the last leg comes first. It's going to be different for each Aries, so keep that in mind as we go along through your tarot. You have control tactics. There could be someone that is trying to control you, all right? And this control can come in many forms. It could be outright sort of threatening control, or it could be subtle manipulation. But there is someone here that is attempting to do that. You have the Hermit card coming in sideways, and this is the sign of Virgo. There could be a Virgo in your life that appears imbalanced, or perhaps it's you that's choosing, because we know that Virgo is the sign of this card is the Hermit, right? And it could be you that is choosing whether to do some soul searching alone or whether to ask other people their opinions on this. Do I go it alone? Do I go internal alone? Or do I come out of this and shine that lantern and really ask other people their opinions? Maybe that is something you struggle with in this situation. The next card up here is the moon. And the moon does encompass the sign of Cancer. And this is the unconscious, subconscious, the intuition, but it's also hidden matters. There is something going on here that you may not know the full story. You may not know everything. Let me pull these cards up. You may not know everything there is to know here, Aries. So at least at this point in the reading, keep that in mind. Keep in mind that someone may be trying to control you. Someone may be trying to manipulate you. You don't know the whole story here with something. You have these 2 cards that came out together, and one of them is the 6 of Pentacles, Moon in Taurus. And this is you trying to be fair, right? You're trying to, you're attempting to split your time and energy equally, giving to each part of your life. You're also trying to hang on to something. There is something you're trying to hang on to. This is the 4 of Pentacles, Saturn and Capricorn, trying to hold on to what you feel is yours or what you really care about. So that may be you trying to divvy up your time, your energy in the right way so you can hang on to everything. Interestingly enough, when we add this column up and we break it down, we get Pluto energy again. So Pluto is big in this reading, okay? Definitely big in this reading. I would definitely look into that retrograde time period for yourself. I think that it's going to really be pertinent. Next up, you have the moon again. Look, it says dark night, shadow side, right? Could it be a dark night? It could be, but I'm looking at the moon as an extension of this. There is stuff going on that you're just not privy to. And this could be something to do with your career. It really could be. So just keep that in mind as you go along. First card up is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is Venus and Scorpio energy. Choices. Confusion about what to do. Too many choices, perhaps? Definite confusion. Which one do I choose? Which way do I go? Right? You also have the Six of Cups in reverse. And this is the center of your reading. Okay? And the center of your reading, like I always say, is a very important card. Sun in Scorpio, releasing something that you have had a long time. Now, this could be a past pain. This could be this could be a way of thinking that you have held on to for a very, very long time. Something that's very important to you, something that's been around for a long time. It could be a relationship, could be a work relationship, it could be a family, it could be anything like that. But here you have the Hierophant again, right? And this, like I said, is Taurus energy, but it's right side up here at the beginning, or at least on this leg. And it is coupled with the moon energy. So this is you committing fully to something, right? Or perhaps, Aries, trying to hold on to something that you have been committed to for a very long time, because it is right next to this Four of Pentacles. So you may be in a very confusing time. It looks that way to me. When we add this up and we break it down, we get your energy, which is Mars, your own energy. So I do think you're going to get through this. I do think the moon energy, as confusing as it could be with the Seven of Cups energy, I think you are going to slice through it with that Mars Aries energy. Now, when we look at your last leg, what's interesting is you have twin flame. Now, the twin flame could be very literal. This could be a twin flame that you are dealing with. At the very least, it's a relationship that's very important to you in your life. Something that you have considered. This could be something that keeps recurring in your life. This could be something that won't go away. This could be something that you're being drawn to look at and make a decision about. Very well could be. You have the Knight of Cups. And, you know, this comes with the Knight of Cups, Venus and Pisces energy, an offer to consider. Trying to figure out what to do with this offer. When it's next to the Seven of Cups, and it may be a very difficult decision for you. You have the Nine of Cups coming in right after that. Wow. Jupiter and Pisces energy, a wish card. This is something you have wished for and it's manifested. And maybe this manifestation is confusing to you because you're like, okay, I got what I wanted, but what do I do with it? I'm going to have to make another decision. Maybe that's the stress here. I'm going to have to make a decision now that I've gotten what I wanted. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse coming in right after that. So with the Ten of Swords, it's Sun and Gemini, healing from an ending or a betrayal, maybe. But next to near, like diagonally across from the Six of Cups, right? This may be an old pain. Maybe this is something from the past that's coming back around, something that brings with it some old pain, something that you have to make a decision about. It appears to be romantic. It doesn't have to be. There is something about your career up here as well. These could be two separate issues. It really depends. But what's fascinating is that when we add this up and we break it down, we get 10. We get Pluto energy again. This is going to be an important month for some sort of decision that you make that could change the trajectory of your life. Now, you could make a decision against it and your life could stay exactly the same. It depends how comfortable you are with change, because Pluto brings change in spades. So choose wisely here, Aries. Now let's look at your challenges. You have the challenge. It says stability, harmony, and flow. There could be, like, this isn't, I'm telling you, you may not like the idea of significant change. You may not like it. Your stability and flow and harmony are being challenged. It's growing pains, for sure. You have the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse, and this is Venus and Virgo energy. And you may be feeling a challenge this month, maybe financial, but I'm not feeling that as much as feeling unable to exert that independent control. You're not comfortable with that, right? There may be someone trying to control money. You may not be comfortable with that. You have here the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is Moon in Cancer, rethinking this offer, double thinking it. You see, you're like, I don't know what the hell to do with this. I really don't. I don't know what to do with this. You have the Three of Wands. I mean, there's that manifestation coming up again, except this time as a challenge. Sun in Aries, manifestation as a challenge. What did I say? And this, when we add this up and we break it down, it is Neptune energy. It's that confusion, dreamlike energy where you don't know which way you're going. You have no idea what to do. It's all about, Aries, whether you really want this change or not. I think part of you really does, right? It wouldn't be on the table. But I think part of you is really afraid of it. And it is a choice that you're going to have to make. I do think in order to level up, you're going to have to make different decisions for yourself. But it's not as if you don't level up, your life is going to be shit, because I think I think that where you're at is fine too. And so it really does depend on what it is you want at the end of the day and how badly you'd like to have it. Here in your this is your opportunities. For May, it says reunion, right? And with that twin flame card, right, you have the opportunity here for a reunion, for a soul tie, reignition, so to speak. Your opportunity here with the Eight of Swords, Jupiter and Gemini energy, is understanding that your limitations are self-imposed. She is blindfolded and bound and surrounded by swords, but we know that she can break free at any moment. It's really up to her. It really is. And, obviously she can be a he. It is up to you. You have Temperance here in reverse, and this is pure Sagittarian energy, taking bold action, reflecting on the imbalances that are in your life and figuring out what to do. Temperance would be not being, taking it very easy, calm, considering each thing. But in reverse, you're like, I'm going to take bold action. You have the opportunity here to do that. But it is an opportunity. It's not written in stone. Nothing in tarot is going to be written in stone. It depends on your choices. I'm just telling you what's available to you. So what's available to you is bold action if you so choose, and creating a brand new plan with this Mars and Aries energy, coming up with a brand new workable plan for this brand new path that you could choose. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Uranus energy, Aquarius, again, change, freedom, liberation. It's there if you'd like it. Okay, Aries, where is that other deck? Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to pull one of these cards for you. And this one came out by itself. Let's just look. You have 11. The cardinal number 11. You're just like, you're a cardinal sign. And the 11 is two things coming together to form one. But it does say, I am intuitive. It says, you have the keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and a great supporter. 11 is a very powerful number for Aries. Okay, so with your numbers, when we add all the numbers up in this reading and we break it down, we get number 4, which is Uranus energy again. That freedom. It's Aquarius energy. You have a choice for freedom. You have a choice for rebelling against old ways. If you want it, it's there. The one number that came out more than any other was number 9, which is no surprise. That is Mars Aries energy, right? Your lucky numbers are 22, 26, 11, 3, 5, and 10. The signs that we discussed were Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Aquarius, Aries, of course, Sagittarius, and Gemini. The one sign that came up the most was Taurus, and that is that Venusian energy, right? Love and goals. And we discussed both of them during this reading, and it really does make sense. The one planet that came up the most is Venus. So Venus is very, very heavy in this reading. Very, very heavy. Venusian energy on the table. Pluto energy, big time on the table. So choose wisely. Choose wisely. I think you're more intuitive than you give yourself credit for here. I do. Just be extremely mindful that you do have an opportunity for change. It depends how badly you'd like to change here, Aries. I wish you nothing but the best. Namaste.